In their instructions they say you got to remove the fuel bowl to get the pump in and out, but you don't have to. Diesel Tech Ron shows you in his videos that you don't have to either. Even this billet one, I was able to get it in without removing that at all. I took out that little bolt down there for the fuel line so I could get more clearance. It could flex the line a little bit more. And then you gotta maneuver it around. Just make sure your gasket and surfaces are clean when you go to put it on, because it'll probably get dirty with all the maneuvering. You will have to take the spider out here to the intake and to get that out, and lines and stuff. Move some electrical. If you have a crossover tube for the oil from head to head, they say when you install this pump to take that out. So, and you gotta take that plate out to get to the bolt for the pump gear, and you take the exhaust back pressure tube off. Don't let that little nut slide. It'll slide all the way down to the exhaust manifold. And what you can do is get one of those little claw tools. You can fish it down next to the tube where it goes. Reach your one hand down there, and the other one operate the claw up here. Then you can get one of those claw hooks into that nut and then slide it back up to you if it does drop on you. But you can maybe put a zip tie on that tube or something right there so it don't slide all the way down. And maybe clean it out and clean that sensor while you're there too. Maybe. Another thing I can suggest is to make sure to read the instructions, because when I put it all back together, I had really long crank to get it to start. But even after it did start and shut off, it's still really long crank again. And they say you got to get the air out of each head of the oil rails. So engine's kind of tilted, so this is up and that's like down back there. But maybe park on somewhat of a, so this is more up, like put the front of the truck up more, maybe. But take that out, take the ICP out, and put a little bit of oil in there to fill up that air gap. And that's for that side. And then this side, I think it's underneath the glow plug relay, yeah. There's another oil plug there. But then do the same there, put a little bit of oil in that air gap there. And then that helped to get me a more normal start. I might have to do it again at a steeper angle or something, but they say to do that after you let it idle for a minute. After you put everything back together, let it idle a minute, then go drive it for a little bit, like 10 minutes, and then come back, then take the ICP out, fill it on the other side of the head, and fill it with oil. This is a hot start.